gotta tell you about when I topless scene down in San
We'll
Diego.
talk about that. We're back now with part 2 with the
Yay!
incomparable, lovely Sharon Farrell.
Hello,
We're here to
hello.
talk about her award show tomorrow night at the
Portal Theater,
which is on Lancashire Boulevard.
Lancashire Boulevard.
Just before Magnolia. It's right around the orange line, so you'll be easy to get to. And the red line, the subway.
But you know something?
can walk to
I
the
don't think
subway.
people can even go to it because you have to buy tickets like 2 months in advance. All the tickets are all sold out. They've been doing it for 5 years. It's the Indie Web Series Festival Awards, and it's the 5th annual. It's the 5th year they've done it, and it's supposed to be like crazy. People get dressed up in costumes, and they go all kind of. I was going to wear my outfit that I was going to wear. I was going to try it on you to see if. But you wouldn't let me bring it up from the car.
Because you always bring like a shop bag. You remind me of the bag ladies in New York.
I know, but I always, if I run out of things to talk about, I can always talk about my clothes. You know,
Now,
I can talk about my pajamas. I come in my pajamas, and then he just says, "Well, come up. We'll do it in that. We'll do it in that."
It looks great,
I have
doesn't it?
another outfit to wear.
I think it looks great what you have on. I didn't know it was pajamas. I thought it was a running suit.
Yeah, well, it is. It's a running suit too. Running suit.
Today you can't tell what people wear. I walk around in my shorts, and people think it's shorts, but I mean, it's underwear shorts and not shorts.
That's
shorts.
good. I think that's good, especially when you have kids. You have to have nightgowns and night shirts that look like you could run outside and do something. You can't look like you're wearing underwear when you got like a 15-year-old
But I'm wearing the
kid.
underwear. People don't realize it today.
But if
Well,
you
they
had a
don't care.
15-year-old kid, though, it'd be
Well, I
great.
don't have kids, but now come on. What is this series about?
It's
Let's talk about
it's
that.
like it's We Love Soaps is a website on Facebook. And I think they're the ones that started this Indie Series Awards. And it's like all the people that watch these web series, and web series are like just really hot because all the young people are doing that. And from the web series, they pick out, there are like 3 or 4 shows that CBS and NBC and ABC, they picked out from the web series.
Oh, so the networks
So it's
get
like your
involved.
show here, yeah. Your show that you're doing here, they could like do that. Of course, you're not on a web series.
No,
you're not
I'm
on
not.
the web. You're not on, but you
Well,
ought
I
to.
am on the web. I'm on YouTube.
YouTube, is that part of the web?
Yeah, it's.
Well, you
I
could.
think.
I know, everything's so confusing these days with all this technology, but it's exciting and it's fun. We just have to figure it all out, that's all.
Yeah, I
The
never
kids,
thought of
we
that.
need like a 7-year-old kid. They know how to do everything.
That's right. Now, what?
can
Now,
do everything.
let's let the
Okay,
folks
so
know
it's
about
Al Portal
you-
Theater, and
your
I'm
show.
nominated for Best Dramatic Actress, Best Guest Dramatic Actress on the web series, and it's called Broken at Love. And it's a story about this girl who's looking for love, and I play her grandmother, and my husband's died, and I'm looking for love, and it's just funny how one does the other. And she does, she's like, for the last 2 seasons, she's been, dating tennis stars, because she's like into tennis players, these hunky tennis players, and they all break her
character?
heart. No, not my character,
Oh, okay.
my granddaughter.
Your
Because I
granddaughter.
play a grandma whose husband has died.
Right.
And I'm just kind of this crazy grandma that she has. And I'm telling her, you should have a lot of boyfriends. You should get about 3 of them. Keep one for good, but if he, on Saturday nights, he's the one. But during the week, you keep your eyes open for other guys. And then you date, you go out and you check them out. And it's not really a date, but you just keep your eyes open at all times. That way you won't get your heart broken. So I give her advice like that. Anyway, so I'm like I'm up for the best dramatic actress in a guest star role on this web
Now
series.
you've been doing this series for a while now.
I did it last year, but I think I did more with you on your show actually.
Well,
We
really?
got to get you up for some awards.
Not awards.
Why not?
We need more people to watch it.
Well, that's the awards are like part of it. That counts because you get all these people and all these different people love you to death. Like if We Love Soaps, if they loved you, they would all of their viewers, your stuff would go out to all of their viewers. And so it's a ball that rolls and gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
But now you just did. Was this a web series you did in San Diego?
No, this is a movie, and I play a grandmother whose husband has died, and I won't go to the funeral. I go to the funeral. I sit in my car, and I'm not going to go. And I tell my granddaughter, just get in the car, get in. This is going to be better. We'll have a better time. And I take her to a bar. I get loaded. She's really embarrassed. She's the kind of girl that, and she said this to me, the actress. I want to blow my nose, but I can't blow my nose in public because I don't want anybody to see me blow my nose.
Can you give names and the name
What
of the
was
show?
her name? Oh, the name of the show is Morning Pick Me Up. At first it was Nana Goes Bananas, which is more what it is. But Morning Pick Me Up, I come out, I take her to a house that I've just bought for my husband, a beach house that I bought for us, but he didn't tell me he had cancer and he was dying. So he conks out on me. So I'm hurt, I'm angry, I'm all messed up, and I don't want him to be dead, and I'm really angry at him. So I'm just acting out. I flipped out. Granny has flipped out. Nana has gone bananas, and I take her to the bar first, and then I take her to a dress shop because I want to get out of these black clothes. I'm not going to mourn him. Life is too short. We don't have time for this nonsense of crying and carrying on. We don't have time for that. So I go and I get an outfit. I get this outfit. I have nothing on underneath, and she's just dying. She is dying. I even have a little headband on. I mean, I look like a fool. Okay, then I take her and I show her the beach house that I bought for my husband, and I said, well, he's not around? Good. We'll call all your friends. We're going to party. So she calls all of her friends. In the meantime, she's talking to her mother. She says, I don't know what to do. She's acting up. I'm just going to follow her around. I don't know what to do. And her mom's saying, get her home. Get her back. What are you doing? Don't leave her. She's saying things like that. So she's kind of babysitting me. So we party all night. I mean, all of her friends come. I am dancing with everybody. I've taken off my underwear and I put it on somebody's head. I'm just the most embarrassing grandmother you've ever had in your life. And the next morning I come down. She comes down looking for me everywhere. And she comes down. She says, Nana, where are you? Nana, where are you? And I say, oh, you ready? And I swing around. I say, and I walk in. I said, are you ready for your morning pick me up? And I've got a jug of Bloody Marys and a glass, and I'm topless. My tits were just all out there flopping around, and I jiggle over to her. I say, hey, are you ready for your morning? Pick me up. And she just goes ballistic, and I just say, yes, who do you think you are? You're not my husband. You're not Charlie. Charlie's dead. He's dead. Go away. Leave me alone. Don't tell me what to do. I'm a free woman now. She gets all huffy and runs off. And her boyfriend makes a pass at me and kisses me. Oh God, he kisses me. And I kiss him back. I mean, I've lost. She's nuts. I'm a totally crazy person. And I kiss this young guy who's like 18 years old, and here I am, an old lady.
Is she really nuts, or she just...
No, she's just going through grief. She loves him. She falls apart in the bathroom, and she tells her granddaughter to get out. And the granddaughter says, I'm coming in. And I'm in the bathtub, and I don't have any clothes on. I'm nude, and I'm sobbing and crying, and she's sobbing and crying, and we all make up and everything else. And then we get out to the beach, and we smoke a joint together, and that's the end.
So you do a lot of nudity in this.
Yeah, I do.
Let me ask you.
I did.
Since this
I'm
is
my age, can you believe it?
Well, you got a great body, but...
well, I don't think it was a great body. It was just that I was a grandma that didn't know who she was and how old she was and stuff like that.
Now, this is the Method Actor Speaks, and we talk about acting. Now, all these things you were just telling us about, how did you find this character?
How did I find it?
Yes.
Well, Carolina Silva. Carolina Silva put me up for it. She put me up for it.
No. How do you find the character that you're playing? How do you...
Oh, well, how do I find it? I read the script a zillion times, and I met the real grandmother. And she's nothing like this character. Her husband's alive and everything. But she's the kind of person that holds everything in and doesn't let anybody know. Everything's wonderful. We're having a great time. And somebody will say, well, what's really wrong? I mean, I can tell something's wrong. She says, nothing's wrong. Everything's great. Let's go shopping.
Right.
She's one of those people that does not, she holds everything in. And finally, the granddaughter and she get together. So it was like, I'm pissed off at him, and I'm determined to have a good time.
But why? How did you come? I mean, can you relate to this character? have you had the experience?
Yeah,
Some of the
Bruce
things you
Lee
would-
died on me.
Well, that's
Steve
what I'm saying.
McQueen died on me.
What did you
Che
use?
Guevara got killed and died on me. Yeah, I've got lots of experiences. I'm sure I do. I just dig them out. You know, you get mad, you dig them out of
That's what I'm
yourself.
trying to say. I'm trying to.
You were trying to find out how I act, how I found the character to act.
Right. You know, well, what do you use?
That's what I use.
Memories.
I use sense memory, and
Oh,
I got a
that's-
lot. I have a lot of experience, life experiences. I mean, I died for 5 minutes, and I had to get my whole life back. I couldn't write my name, so I've gone from one struggle through another, and I use it in my acting. And being an actress has always saved me, because when I have to play something, or before that even, if I'm going through some devastating thing, like when Steve McQueen died, or when Bruce Lee died, or when Che Guevara, when I found out about Che Guevara and that he was killing people, and this stuff comes up, and it's there for me. So when I was always an actress through all of this, so even though I was crying and sobbing over Steve McQueen, crying and sobbing over every heartbreak I've ever had, there's part of me that says, I can use this as an actress. I'll use this in a role. I kind of like hover up and kind of watch what I'm going through. When I'm going through something really bad, like when I was out on the jet ski, 5 miles out in deep water, and there was nobody, and I was going to die. I thought, if I get over this, I'm going to be able to use it. Except I didn't think I was really going to get over it. I think I lost it that day. I kind of lost it, because I was in deep water out in Fiji, and my mate swam away.
Well,
got
you
in
must
the
be
boat.
you must be a director's delight. Now, when you came up with, who came up with the idea of the nudity and all this?
It was
you
written
or
in the
the
book.
dir-
It was
but I
in the,
mean-
it was written in the script. It was in
Now,
the
how does
script.
the director approach you? What was the director's name?
Well, the director is Tiana Fingali.
Tiana Fingali.
Tiana Fingali. And I think she's Armenian.
It's an interesting name.
And, they had this great big huge mansion we shot in down in San Diego. Great big huge mansion. And we had guest cottages, for the stars and stuff, which was really me and the little girl and the guy. And then we had all kinds of extras, and golly, it was
What
just
was it like? Excuse me. I'm a big fan of women directors.
Oh, she's
Now,
wonderful.
what's
She's
the difference
fabulous.
between a woman director and a man director for you?
I'll tell you something. There's really not much difference. She was very, very picky. She wanted everything. She was just lint picky, and she's. I was talking to Tony Dow because I got locked out of my car. I got a new car and I got locked out of it. I was talking to Tony Dow. He's a neighbor. He lives across the street. He used to play in Leave It to Beaver.
Right.
And he said, she doesn't sound like the kind of director I'd ever want to work with.
Really?
I mean, she's more of a Quentin Tarantino, where everything is, like, you have to follow the word's eyes. Every word has a meaning. And if you change a word, the rest of the sentence doesn't make any sense. So you have to have every single word absolutely perfect.
Now
That's the way she was.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, is
yeah,
there?
but like the guy who did Wolf on Wall Street, he's not like that. Martin Scorsese, he lets the actors bring some stuff in.
Well,
She doesn't. Some actors, some directors just, this is it, and every word means something, and you cannot. I want it just the way it is.
well,
That's the way
they
she
work.
was, and that's like a lot of directors like that. And there are men directors that way, and there are women directors that way. So man and woman, it doesn't make any difference. The cinematographer on this.
Did
was
you
a
enjoy
girl.
working with her?
Yeah. Well, I liked the work,
Oh.
but I liked the work, and I gave her what she wanted, and that's what an actress is supposed
That's your
to do.
job.
And so I loved it. I just loved it. And I was able to actually go to her and say, this is like really important. I don't think it should be shot this way. And she really listened to me. The bathroom scene, I was just like looking in a mirror, and the girl comes in, and I'm like dolling myself up, and we get into a conversation, and then we sit and cry on the bathroom floor. I was in the shower in the water, and I was gonna like drown myself. And then I decided I wanted to live, and then she comes in at that time, and I break down I'm in the bathtub and she's outside and she's like, we were like hugging and kissing across the thing and making up and everything. But I wanted to be in water.
Mm-hmm.
I said, when I go through bad things, when somebody leaves me, when I get hurt, I take a shower, I fill up the bathtub, I go down and pretend like I'm going to die. I hold my breath as long as I can, and I say, I could just take in this warm water, I could die right now, or I can live. And I always pop up. It's just like a cleansing. It's something I kind of go through. So I wanted to do that in this, and she liked it, and she let me do that. So she was fabulous.
So there, that's my point.
She just made me work hard, you know, with the lines, everything, absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Breath,
I mean,
yeah, no, she knew what she wanted. She knew exactly what she wanted, and she would not stop until I gave it to her.
good for her.
And she covered it. She covered it back, medium, close-ups, up and down. I mean, she covered this thing. She covered shots like back like Mark Rydell used to cover stuff.
Well, today with the digital, it's so easy to cover, and
I know.
for an actor, it's tiresome. For other people, they just go on.
No,
and on.
this was digital.
That's what I mean.
This was
They
digital,
go
and she
on
had
and on and
had
on.
the lights, she had everything. She could.
I
But she
mean-
didn't ever do anything more than 2 or 3 times. I'm used to doing everything in one take with Carolina Sivas. When I do Broken at Love, we do a whole 20-minute show which is like a half-hour TV show. We do a 20-minute show in one day, And this thing could have been, if Carolina were directing it, it would have been done, like in 2 days instead of like 2 weeks,
You were down there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was quite a shoot. It was quite a film, and I had a wonderful, wonderful role, and I had a wonderful, wonderful director who knew just what she wanted. So I'm excited about seeing it. I really am. It was fun. It was fun, but it was demanding because, I had done a nude scene with Eric Roberts in a movie, Lonely Hearts, but it wasn't really a nude scene. He crawled up under my sweater, he took off my bra while I was under my clothes, he flipped it out, and there was like one shot of me in the movie where you see my breasts for like a split second, but it's like I have never like pranced around. I've turned down roles in the past. I didn't want to do El Condor. I would not do that. There were a lot of films I did not do because I did not want to do any nudity. I couldn't handle it. I was from Sioux City, Iowa, but I can sure handle it now. Now that but I used my body as an instrument, and back then I really felt like everybody was trying to.
You said that another time. So the audience understand what you mean by
you use your body as an instrument. It's like it's not a personal thing. It's like it's stuff to use for acting. And if you get into a character and the character has a twitch, you got that character, and you have to. It's your body's an instrument. You practice, and sometimes if I had a twitch, I'm just doing it in front of you guys, but I'd do it a little bit less. I'd work it out in front of a mirror or something, because your body's an instrument. How people play these roles.
Now you were telling me that the girl who plays your granddaughter, they didn't want her, and you said she had this fantastic.
Oh, her body. She had the most gorgeous body. She was. I wish I could remember her name. But she got so into the character, and I made her hate me and be disgusted with me because I needed to get the reactions. Because when I was nice to her, she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I was kind of a jackass to her through the whole thing, so she could like really be disgusted and kind of hate me, up until.
Did you have green fingernails?
No, this is for the Indie Awards,
It's
because
really
I got this
great.
really great
Put
outfit.
your nails up
I was
there.
gonna
Put
wear
'em up there.
my dress. I was gonna wear my dress,
You gotta move the hand.
and I've got my dress is sort of like this color, and it's a
Great.
blondie out.
You have
of it.
lovely
It's
hands. You
cute.
could do hand commercials.
Um,
And you're waving to your fans there. So,
Continue, I'm
and
sorry.
then what was the name of this film again?
This is called Morning Pick Me Up, like morning, MOURNING, like I'm supposed to be in mourning, but it's a pick me up. But I mean, Nana Goes Bananas
That sounds good.
That sounds
I
like
it.
what it is.
So if they see this, maybe they'll go back to.
But I don't,
Bananas.
you know, no, they,
Nana's
her,
goes bananas.
the real grandma did a painting of the beach and stuff, and it's morning, and they did a whole, they've done, it's like morning pick me up is on the, she's got a Facebook page, and you can go to it, and you can see how she's filming it and stuff like that.
Oh, she has a Facebook. What's her name?
It's Gianna, what's her?
Well, you have, if they go to your Facebook?
Yeah, if
is
you go
there a
just
link?
Sharon Farrell, and then on Facebook, and friend me, and if you're interested, I'll put you on with John, I'll put you on with
the
Broken
link.
Love.
No,
Yeah, I've got links to get everywhere,
So
so.
this way they can see, because it's a difficult name to pronounce, right? Beautiful name.
Gianna Fingali, yeah, it's
Fingali, it sounds almost like-
F-E-G,
It sounds almost like Singali.
it's F-E-G-I-H-I.
Well, you go to the
Maybe.
website, it'd be a lot
I don't know.
easier.
I can't remember. I'll tell you something. They were all calling me Annie all the time and Nana all the time because I said, no, don't call me Nana. Who's that? You call me Ann. You call me Annie. You know, I was always doing that. So, and everybody, the guy who was playing Cameron, he was always upset because they were calling him Cameron, and they were, you know, it's like when you're on a set, you call people by the names that they are in the show. You don't call them by their real names.
Right. You call
That
them-
helps you keep in character.
Of course.
You know, if your name is Cameron, I'm going to say, "Hey, Cameron." If I'm saying you want me to get you a Coke, I'm going to go get something to drink. What do you want to drink? I say Cameron, and if you say, "No, don't call me Cameron, call me," and I don't even remember the guy's name.
Well, that's
You know, and he's
They're new
John,
actors.
No, call me John. My name is John Solari. Call me John if you want me to. If you know, don't address me as a character. I'm a human being, and that's my stage name. You gotta call me John.
that shows me
And
that
it's like,
someone
oh,
is
they were
insecure.
so insecure and such. Well, I was really dealing with 18-year-olds,
Well, that's it.
you know, and the director was like 21. She's 21 years old. So they're like little babies, but they know it all.
They think they know it all.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the problem. But they learn the hard way.
Well, we all do. I'm sure
Unfortunately.
I don't know. I was never that bratty when I was younger.
We don't know.
I
I just
don't
keep
know.
talking.
I had more respect for older actresses and older actors than.
I just want the audience to, let's go back to the award show.
Oh, the Indie Awards, yeah. I'm up for, I already said this, didn't I? I'm up for Best Actress in the,
Well, we just want to get that in there.
Best Actress, Best Guest Actress in a web series,
Web
which
series.
is Broken at Love.
Which they can go on the internet and watch.
Yeah, well, you can also go to Facebook and go to me, and it's
Yeah.
easier to see the shows. Or Carolina Sivas, who was the creator and star of the series. And Rob Healy is up for Best Supporting Actor, and he's from our show. And he's a hunk and a half. And Carolina and Rob and me are all going together. And what else? It's at the El Portal Theater, and it's supposed to be a big la-di-da thing. They're trying to outdo the Academy Awards.
Oh,
So
wow.
I went to the Academy Awards this year, so I'll be very interested to see just exactly
what was
how
it like?
Oh, it was fabulous. It was just fabulous. I had a gown designed for me for this Korean gal. This Korean, she was a Korean dress designer, and she wanted me to wear her gown that she had designed for Frozen. It was
Oh.
gorgeous. It was just beautiful.
Who did you sit next to?
I sat next to her because she went with me.
Who?
I sat next to her because she
Oh.
went with me.
Oh,
But we were
great.
very close to Meryl Streep, and we were very
That's
close
what I mean,
to the girl with the huge shoulders. She's tall, and she's won an Academy Award, and she's from Africa, South Africa.
Oh.
That Charlene Therese.
Oh.
Charlize Therese.
Yeah, right. I know you.
Whatever her name is. We were near her, and it was all grand and lovely, and everybody. Meryl Streep, you know, she's nice to people.
Well, she's very.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of those stars there, they act like, you know, like they're just too good to
That goes
even
back to
look
being
at
insecure.
You. Oh, they're just nasty.
A lot of them are insecure.
And
that
you know, it's like Meryl Streep is like nice. She's
if you
like
have
nice.
talented
Yeah.
people, I find that, like yourself, you're very real, very easy to speak to. The good ones, the talented ones are the nice ones.
Well, actually, you know, I wanted to do, at one point, my son was just crazy about Man from U.N.C.L.E. A man from, $6 Million Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he just thought, you know, he had to have tennis shoes. He thought if he had the right kind of stuff on the bottom of his tennis shoes, he could run faster. Anyway, so I just called up in the afternoon, and a producer picked up the phone. These were in the days where they were at phone numbers, and you could call Universal Studios, and
Right.
you could say, give me $6 Million Man office, and then just ring. And a producer picked up, and I said, my name is Sharon Farrell. My son happens to love your show so much, and we watch it, you know, every week, and we love it, and we love you, and I want to do the show. He says, come on in. Farrah Fawcett is doing a layout, and she's doing a cover for a magazine, and you look just like her. Come on in. So I came in, and that's how I got the $6 Million Man. But in those days, you could call up. You could just call. You could call people, and you could get them on the phone. And
those days are long gone.
yeah, I want to work for Quentin Tarantino, and I want to work. And I know Quentin's got a theater someplace in town.
Does he?
He's got a theater somewhere.
didn't
I'm
know
going to
that.
track him down, and I'm going to sit outside and wait for him.
Well, someone will get on
And
that.
he'll call the police, and then I'll be in trouble or something. No, I guess I won't do that. But I guess I kind of have to wait in line, because all the actors that were my category that I was doing the shows, I was a star, are now the stars. You know, the Leslie Ann Warrens. I can't remember
Right.
all the people's names that I went up against.
Very talented actress.
Yeah,
Leslie Ann Warren.
but I mean, I was beating her out of things. So, and I come back, and she's doing all those shows, and I'm like at the bottom of a list, you know, because there are other people that have been working lately that are very, very talented. That, you know, they've been lawyers, they've been doing other things, and now they're in their 50s, and they say, I'm going to retire, and I want to be an actress, and they're like, they're good.
They're good.
They're good.
On being good, we're going to end it there. And then once again, thank you.
Oh, here's my book.
And there's
Get
the
my
book. And we'll take a
Get my
picture of the
book, get
book.
my book,
A
get
little
my
lower. A little lower.
Buy
a
my
little-
book. It's a fun read. It's about all my career, my acting experiences, my fun stories with all the shows I did, from, you know, Gunsmokes and Wagon Trains and Naked Cities. And
You can see a lot of those now on TV land, on TV.
That's true. That's
You see
and
them.
that's why I'm getting all my fans back and stuff, you know.
Well, we will.
I'm getting all my
And go to
fans
Sharon
back.
Farrell on Facebook. And if you want to come on the show, once again, this is John Solari.
John Solari.
And you can call 818-453-0069.
Better go to Facebook and friend him and just look at his website and give us a call.
Oh, you see a lot of the shows on YouTube, John Solari.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome, John.